Welcome to day 16 of the 28-day photo challenge. Today we're doing balanced photography. Now, just like the name suggests, balanced. So we're going to be taking a photo that's not too minimalist, but not over congested. So that way we have a nice balance of exactly the subject that we want to look at without limiting everything else out of the photo in some kind of minimalist fashion. This is a great skill to have for shooting something with lots going on, but you want to isolate at least one or two subjects in the photo without taking too much away from it. So now, when doing balanced photography, we need to balance everything that's in the frame. We're going to need a main light source. Next, we're going to need an accent light source. We're going to need props. We're going to need the main subject that we're shooting. And lastly, we're going to need, this also still kind of falls into the category of being a prop, but it's going to be adding a little bit of accent lighting to the shot. And then we need, I guess this is still kind of a prop, but this is going to be something that's going to signify kind of like feeling or depth into what we're trying to shoot. Because when you're shooting balance, you want to try and essentially tell a story. You want to bring everything together into one balanced photo. So I think with the accent of some hot chocolate, that's going to wrap up the entire feel that I'm trying to go for here. Now we have to try and distinguish a comfortable studying setup. So first, I'm going to position the lights. I'm going to have the main light on a 45-degree angle to the main subject, which is the laptop. Now right now, the main fill light is 90 degrees to the laptop because this is the direction that I'm going to be setting up to shoot. But directly across from the fill light, I'm going to add the smaller accent light. Now, not much difference for what you can see, but it is in the back there. Now I can position the laptop as the main subject that I want to be shooting. Now that it's set up where I want it to be sitting, I can move the three accent objects that we've put in, or the props for the picture. Now the props are off to the side. Notebook's just kind of sitting on an angle, kind of simulating a recent use. It wasn't put back perfectly straight. However, still adding symmetry by making the pen straight up and down. We have the hot chocolate next to the laptop to kind of give sort of I'm on a break feel. And then the candle in the background, which is going to add that kind of comfort or like warming feel into the whole environment to just kind of make it seem like a nice, warm, homey, kind of like a study session sort of thing. And that's going to add balance to pretty much everything that's in the picture. Now what I have to do is situate the table to follow the golden ratio. So that way it's going to lead your eyes from the props down into the laptop. So now I've moved the accent light so that way it's shining into the lens to make a flare off of the Vidatlantic flare filter, give it that anamorphic look. I threw in some things onto the laptop, just kind of, make it look like I'm doing something. We still have the candle in the background, the hot chocolate beside it, kind of give it a warm, homey feel, like on break or something like that, with like the notebook on the side, just kind of making it seem like there was some recent work done. So now, if we take the picture, and let's actually blow this picture up full screen, so that way we can take a look at the golden ratio that I've just applied to this. Now you can see that the golden ratio actually works in two different ways for this picture. Now it's not exactly on the golden ratio, it's kind of a loose rule, but you can see that in the lower right corner, we can have that arc come off of that corner, into the notebook, hot chocolate, and candle area across the lens flare, and then it starts circling back toward the laptop, which goes across the top of the screen, back down across the keyboard, and then starts to center it in on the lower screen of that laptop, which for the Zephyrus Duo is one of the biggest marketing decisions, is having that second screen there. That's the biggest selling point for this laptop. So you can see that we've hit every single aspect in this photo to give it a very balanced look. There's essentially no negative space throughout the entire photo that's accenting anything else. We have balance through every single object in the photo, and each one tells its own story toward what's happening. We have a laptop out, so we're doing something on the laptop. There's a hot chocolate sitting on the table, so we're distinguishing that we're on break. We're kind of taking some time. We have a candle giving a nice warm, homey look, and then the notebook off to the side to just kind of illustrate that, again, we're on break. The notebook's closed, it's off to the side, but yet not perfectly staged because it's slightly off, so it's making it look like it was a recent event. But then again, bring it down from the top right corner, you can see that it comes right down off of the accent lighting, through the notebook, down across the keyboard of the laptop, brings it right back up into the screen, and then back around, just grazing the candle, and then focuses in on the laptop, kind of leaving that hot chocolate as a centerpiece slightly over to the right side. So every portion is filled, but still completely balanced so it doesn't look like an over-congested photo, but still getting across exactly the single element that we want to show off. Now that's pretty much everything that you have to look into with balanced photography, is you just have to balance the photo. So that way you're not taking away from the main subject that you're trying to shoot, but you're also fulfilling the rest of the photo. So there's actually many different things involved that you can look at. Now one of the best parts about simulating an environment is that now I have props that I have to take care of. So hopefully you found something useful in this video. Like it if you liked it, subscribe if you haven't already, that helps out, or don't do any of it. I'm not telling you what to do.